Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. In this video we'll be talking about gold found in Medina, Saudi Arabia. Stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, consider to subscribe because we talk about the end of time, the coming of Mahdi, Ad-Dajjal, Yajuj and Majuj. So again, consider to subscribe and hit the bell. Saudi Arabia, they found gold. These discoveries represent promising potentials for special copper deposits from the mineral chalcocite Cu25, which is scattered, as well as some secondary copper carbonate minerals. This gold they have found and copper in Saudi Arabia, they are going to be using it to expedite the process for the 2030 vision that Saudi Arabia set for itself in order to become oil independent country. Dear brothers and sisters, I want to mention to you first hadith that I thought is very relevant, and the hadith, I mentioned this in the past before, but I want to remind you with the hadith one more time, even though this is a da'if hadith, but subhanallah, we can share because this is not going to be affecting our aqidah, so we can share. يَقْتَتِلَ عِنْدَ كَنْزِيكُمْ. Rasulullah said there will be qital close to the kanzun, or kanzikum, towards the treasure where you will find it. And he said that salasatu kulluhum min khalifatin, there will be three sons of Khalifa who will be fighting over it. Summa la yasiru ila wahidin minhum, none of them will be able to gain it. Some other narration it says that this treasure is right beneath the Kaaba. Nevertheless, the point of the hadith that I wanted to explain to you is that, dear brothers and sisters, we are living at a time when we will see this kind of fitan popping up every now and then, and this is perhaps one of those fitan, Allahu alam. But finding gold in Medina at this time and copper at this time, it is very surprising indeed. Before I mention to you two more hadiths, I want to mention a few points. Number one, finding this gold in Saudi Arabia, in Medina, will attract more fitna, wallahi. Because Rasulullah SAW, he warned us about the fitna of end of time. We need to be aware that this is nothing but a trap of shaitan. So attraction, asking people to come grab material possessions, is something that is a hallmark of the end of time. Number two, kharabu yatrib. So this is what brings me to the hadith that I want to share with you, dear brothers and sisters, as Rasulullah said that umratun Baitul Maqdis kharabu yatrib. The Prophet he prophesied that with the flourishing state of Baitul Maqdis, kharabu yatrib. Before Yatrib, Medina was referred as Yatrib. So Yatrib or Medina, it will become corrupt. Rasulullah literally said it will become kharab. Wa kharabu yatrib khurujul malhama. Rasulullah said that once this kharab, the Medina will become corrupt, there will be the coming of malhama. Wa khurujul malhama fathul Qustantiniyati, means Istanbul will be conquered. So when the malhama will take place, that is the time when the Muslims will conquer Qustantiniyati. Today we know this place to be as Istanbul. And then he said wa fathul Qustantiniyati khuruju Dajjal. And then he said after you conquer the land of Istanbul, then the Dajjal, Masih Dajjal, will come. And these, dear brothers and sisters, I used this hadith again in the past many times. We see with this finding of gold and copper and so many other natural resources, minerals and whatnot, we can subhanallah predict with this prophecy, keeping in mind that Medina is heading for more corruption. There is no doubt about that. May Allah protect all of us and the city of Medina. Number 3 point, dear brothers and sisters, this will not benefit Medina because this is evil. This gold they found in Medina, it is going to be evil because Rasulullah, he said that you will be fighting over this and you will be in fact killing each other. As I mentioned the hadith, yaqtatila inda kanzikum, that the fighting will be close to the kanzin, where the treasure is. So you will be fighting. And Rasulullah, he prophesied many other hadiths where he said that you will be killing each other when the end of time will come. And he said, Inna bayna yaday sa'a fitana kaqital muslim. It will appear as a dark object in the sky. This is what will happen with the fitan. It will be so much. And then he also said, Yusbihu rajulu mu'min wa yumsi kafir. And at that time, when this fitan will be so much, you will see that a man, he will be a believer in the morning, disbeliever in the evening, believer in the evening, disbeliever in the morning. So he will change his religion very fast. Why? Because of the time, the fitna. The gold they found in Medina, dear my sisters, it is not coming at a time when we have the Mahdi. If it was coming at a time when the Mahdi is here, Jesus, Isa ibn Maryam is here, then we could have said, yes, this is a good sign. Subhanallah, Allah is sending his blessings to us and it will be okay. But it is coming at a time when the Muslims are not in control of the world affairs. As a result, what we can see coming from this is nothing but evil. Number 4 point, dear my sisters, is that this is, as I said, a 2030 vision for Saudi Arabia. So MBS is going to continue to dig deep.
The war in Yemen has been raging for 3 years, killing more than 10,000 and leaving many more starving. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is considered the architect of the war.
And some people would say, oh, he is digging his own grave. But subhanAllah, that's beside the point. The main thing here is that Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Arabia, they are going to become relentless. They found, in fact, many other mines of gold in Saudi Arabia, in and around the area of Medina, and they are now relentless. They're adding this to the tally of the number of natural resources that Saudi Arabia is discovering every single day to the list of 2022 for this year. And they will add them all up at the end of the day and find out how fast they can actually reach to their goal of the vision 2030 using these natural resources. So MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Arabia, they are very desperate. They are now digging deep. They are continuously going to do that. Number 5 point, this is my last one, dear my sisters. Is this a gift from the Dajjal? We have seen how Saudi Arabia is attracting more foreigners. Nudity in the country is now becoming very normal. We have seen singing, dancing, statues in Saudi Arabia. Is this a gift from the Dajjal saying that, yeah, you guys are doing really good, take this gift from me? We do not know, Allah alam, but this is definitely something we can always think about. And dear my sisters, seek refuge in Allah that He doesn't touch us with the gift of the Dajjal, with the temptation of the Dajjal, with the temptation of this dunya. Because wallahi, as I said, this is a very tough time, very bad time, very evil time that we're living in. Muslims are losing their Islamic identity. A lot of Muslims are actually leaving Islam. So this is a time of fitan, and as the prophecy it said that yusbihu rajulu mu'min wa yumsi kafir. Subhanallah, this is taking place right in front of our eyes. We also have to keep in mind the coming of the what? Yushikul Furat. We know that the river of Furat will dry up very soon, and people will be fighting over its treasure, the mountain of gold, and none of them will be able to succeed. We hope that inshallah these reminders will help all of us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.